Hi friends, Eric Termuende coming at you from my remote office here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Look, before I get into any tips and tricks today, what I want to say is that I sincerely hope that everyone is staying healthy and staying safe. These are absolutely trying times. We've seen unprecedented change, and ensuring that we put our health and safety first is absolutely paramount. And along with health and safety comes a psychological tip that I want to suggest too. Ensuring that our people, who by and large are now remote, are feeling psychologically safe now too, feeling like they belong, feeling like they're a part of this community despite being in this new working condition that many of us have never seen before. If I can offer you one tip in this time of change, in this time of new normal, when there is no business as usual, it is this. It's that every morning we have an all hands on deck, come together, 5 to 10 minute meeting where everyone can be seen, heard, and ensured that they feel like they belong and they're part of our community. Look, because we're in this remote working situation now, if we have an all hands, meaning everyone is on board, everyone is part of this meeting for 5 to 10 minutes before we start the day, then we can all ensure that we're part of the conversation and that we can kick things off on the right foot. The 3 questions that I want you to ask in these meetings is, number 1, what should we start doing? Every day we get into this new working environment, we get into this rhythm, we get our routines established better, and perhaps we find a gap that needs to be filled. What should we start doing that will now enable us to be better in terms of community standpoint, productivity standpoint, and reduction of friction standpoint too? The second question that I want you to ask is, what should we stop doing? Again, as we get into these rhythms, as we get into this remote working world, as we get into this new way of life, perhaps something that we thought was going to be a best practice yesterday isn't going to serve us at all today. When we give each other the opportunity to have our voices heard, when we can find out perhaps what isn't working for us might not be working for somebody else either, and we stop that practice, perhaps we can all be more efficient and effective along the way. The third question, what can we continue to do? What's working so well that we already have been practicing yesterday and perhaps the day before that we can double down on? Look, in this time of change, when we have an all-hands meeting before the day starts, perhaps when there's kids running around, perhaps when we're trying to get breakfast ready, perhaps when we're just trying to get settled and into our day of work, we can come together, ensure that we're all connected, that we're all together, and we're asking these 3 questions. The first, again, is what should we start doing? The second is what should we stop doing? And the third is what should we continue doing? As we enter this new normal, this new business as usual, and this new remote working world, I believe it's these little things that we can do to establish community, to develop new best practices, and to get used to this new remote world of work. Hey, after all, maybe it's not that bad. And if we know that we're in it together, I believe that we can accomplish pretty much anything. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy. I'm Eric Termuende, and I'm wishing you all the best on this remote working journey. Bye-bye.